Alright guys, welcome back to another video. I just wanted to highlight real quick um, some of these Road to the Final cards. I know I already released a video on these, but I guess I wanted to talk about my favorite investments. Obviously, a lot of these are like crazy priced. I mean, most of them are going in the three to four hundreds. I would say is the average. Um, like Sun, Mane, Conte. I mean, even Militao. These cards are creeping up. You kind of, if you haven't invested in these higher price cards already, you probably kind of already missed. I think they're going up in price with the anticipation of upgrades. Most of the cards that have rose in price are teams that are in a position to advance. I know there's still two games left until the knockout round, but most of the cards that are going up in price are teams that are likely to advance, like I was saying. Sancho has kind of dropped. BBB is third in their group. Dortmund is third in their group. So they're kind of iffy about advancing. Juan Jesus, they're actually third in their group as well. His price has still risen. Um, this is it's an iffy one for me as far as investing in, just because I do trust Roma. They're by far the top team in their group. They just haven't played well thus far. I do think they'll advance, but there is some risk involved investing in him. Uh, Militao shot up way too much, so we missed the boat on him. Alon has kind of stayed around the same. Mars has went up a little bit. I think a lot of people are forgetting how about Mars, and his price has stayed pretty consistent right around there. It was in the upper twos, it's creeping up, but if you can get one for the upper twos, I think that's a decent price. And a lot of people forget that City is still one of the best teams, in the world. So this card could, for sure, it will get at least one upgrade, but it could get two, three, four, five. Um, I think some people have the way Liverpool's playing is tough, but City still is a good team. Don't forget. Um, Ajax, they're tied atop with Chelsea and Valencia. Um, this Voss card, it stayed right around this price. Like I said, there's a three-way tie in that group. So one of these cards isn't getting upgrade, and then two are. Um, I would honestly, this card has creeped up from 60K originally. I would stay away. I would stay away. They're not the soundest investments. Jimenez is probably your best investment. He was trading for around 35 when they released. He's still creeped up to a little bit, but Wolves, I'm pretty confident they will go through, and they do look good. Um, I think they may last longer than just one round in the knockout. They might go deep into it. Dumfries is a decent investment. Also, he's staying right around the price because they're third in the group, but I do think PSV can advance, and his card probably won't drop all that much if they don't advance. So um, everything else in here is, to me, is just kind of already skyrocketed and overpriced. Let's go to this second batch of the Road to the Final cards. Bale. Alright, for the second batch, um, my favorite pickup is probably going to be Memphis Depay. Um, Arsenal will go through, United will go through, Bayern will go through, Real will go through, PSG is going to go through if you did the SBC. Spurs should go through. Really, the only teams in question here, I mean, Immobile will not get upgraded. Um, I they won't. They're not going to be going through Lazio. Um, Believe it or not, and Barca is probably even though they're top of the table, it's the tightest. So even if they get a win and a draw, it's going to be tight. They're only clear by 1 point. So that's a tight group. And Atletico is tight. But my favorite pickup out of this batch of players is probably Memphis Depay or Marquinhos. Um, Brazilian gets a good link with a lot of the top tier keepers. Allison and Eder. And a lot of people are running with that Player of the Month Thiago Silva card. So I just wanted to chat real quick about it. If you haven't already bought into some of these players, especially the lower price ones, they've kind of already ballooned up in price. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, probably the best card to get now, if you haven't already got in, just because everything's kind of going up, is probably this Jimenez card. And if you want a little more risk involved, the Dumfries card is probably your next best bet. But like I said, there is some risk involved with him. Jimenez and Wolverhampton should go through. Everything else is kind of ballooned in price. Don't buy Wendell. I mean, he's not going to go up. I would wait till the knockout round passes. He might drop a little bit, and you could pick that card up if you want it. But he will not get upgrades. Jesus may get an upgrade. We'll see how Roma does. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that real quick. I know I released that other Road to the Final about the first batch. But since then, prices have really kind of shifted, and they haven't even played games yet. So I think people anticipated these cards getting upgrades, and they're starting to buy them and drive the price up. So we may see the prices drop down. Again, kind of how we saw them skyrocket. Let's just look at Mars's graph real quick. Yeah, so this month they stayed pretty static, and as we're building up to games coming up this week, they're kind of going up. So it might just be hype from the games. I wouldn't buy any of these top tier cards right now, but I think it's safe to invest in the Jimenez or the Dumfries cards. All the other ones are kind of inflated. So that's all I got for this one. If you did enjoy, if this helped you in any way, please like and subscribe. Alright, boys, we'll talk to you in another video. Peace.